Live from Orlando, Florida. I'm wondering if this is working. We are testing, testing. Live from CrimeCon in Orlando, Florida. I wonder if this is even working. Live from CrimeCon 2023. Hello, everybody. I was trying to share a little bit. Sarah, say hi. Here we are live. We were trying to do live podcasting, but due to our internet situation, it's not really working too well. I brought the microphone, but it doesn't work. It's just nothing is working properly. I wanted to say hello to everybody on a Friday afternoon. Hi, AJ McCleary. Hello, Kathleen Welsh. Yeah, it's sort of working, Kathleen. I paid for internet today. I have tried to get it working, but so I'm just having to use my phone at the moment, which is a total bummer because I have this, GoPro set up, and see, it says something went wrong. We don't like it when things go wrong. When we don't like it when things go wrong. So, anyways, here we are, live from CrimeCon 2023. I'll let you guys see the whole. We're kind of back in the corner, and here with Survivor Squad, and obviously my show. People have recognized me from YouTube, which is very nice and very interesting. Um, it says just seen Lauren from Hidden True Crime. Oh, Lauren from Hidden True Crime. Glad you're there. I might show up tomorrow. Yeah, you should come check it out, AJ McCleary. Just passing by to hit the from. Oh, thank you for liking and hello from Belfast. Thank you so much. We do have a booth where we are trying to really live stream from the floor here, but we'll see if that works. I'm not holding out much hope. I think because we're in the back of the convention hall instead of in the front, this might be affecting our internet as well. But hey, here we are. We're doing it. We are doing it. I have an episode that's supposed to come out today, which has not quite happened because like I said, I have no internet. So as soon as I get out of this convention hall, I'm going to be uploading it for you guys. I hope I can have it out tonight. I guess I'm 3 hours ahead now because I'm in Orlando, Florida, instead of Los Angeles. So we'll see what happens with that. Uh, Hello, Black Widower. And let me think, what was I going to talk about? I could always talk about Vegan Vampire. Hello, how are you? Vegan Vampire from Scotland. All the same internet coming from CrimeCon. Have a blast. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I just saw Joel. Joel just bought a T-shirt, a Survivor Squad T-shirt. Joel from Surviving the Survivor, and I think he's having trouble too. Oh well, thank you so much, Jean Marie, or Jean Marie, Jen Marie, Jen Marie. Yeah, there we go. You have changed the way I consume and digest true crime. I want to thank you for that. I'm still working on the whys I watch. Well, thank you so much for saying that. Look, I'm not here to excoriate or go after anybody for doing something they're very passionate about. But conscious consumerism is always good. It's always good when you're talking. Did I just literally put the dressing in your salad? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were still eating. I put the dressing in the salad. She's eating. Hi, Sanders. Hi, Sanders Hyper Elf. Hype Elf. Santa's Hype Elf. I remember. Santa may be a criminal podcast. He breaks into people's houses. I mean, he technically is a criminal. He sneaks down. He evades security. He sneaks down. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Santa Claus is a criminal? I think he could have criminal tendencies. We are going to head up to Orlando tomorrow evening. Oh, fantastic, Kathleen Rush. Kathleen Rush, I actually stopped someone on my way back from the gym before walking in to do CrimeCon today that I thought was you because he looked like you, and I yelled Kathleen, and they didn't respond to me, so I realized it was not you. So I thought it was really funny. Since I have seen you, since you are a Patreon supporter and a supporter at the and a supporter for the Patreon and channel member here, and so we have done live meet and greets. So yes, it was pretty funny. Paige Matthews, I'm trying hard to get to Orlando. I've got an obligation, but I really want to meet you finally. Carly. Oh, well, that's so sweet. Well, thank you so much for even attempting to come here, Paige Matthews. But yes, we'll be here until Sunday. Sunday at 10:15 a.m. We are doing a live podcast. Thank God it's not live, like actually streaming from my laptop, because that would be no good. But yeah, we're in the basement, as somebody pointed out to me. So they said, well, that's what you get for being in the basement. Oh, like, you know what? That makes sense to me. That makes sense. Um, hit the like. Thank you so much, Abby Normal. Hit the like. I'm gonna. Now my back is hurting because I've been sitting in these terrible chairs all day. See if I can do. Hey, look at that. And free. I love this. There's the poster I made. Survivor Squad poster. Oh, this is way better. Look at this. I got the. Let's get a little more bold with my setup here. Trying to make some bold moves. Let's see. I'm gonna unplug. How's the sound, everybody? There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm digging this. I probably can actually live stream from the room, but that wouldn't be quite the same. But I probably could do that because I bet you the internet is going to be better in my room. I'm just down in the basement. Oh, Nightbot says join my Patreon. I gotta change that Nightbot message. I just gotta figure out how to log back in there. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Black Widower, for a wonderful sticker. Thank you. That is awesome. By the way, I'm actually streaming on the YouTube app on my phone, so I hope the quality is pretty good. I've only done this one at a time. So normally I use this software that I'm sitting in front of that's not working at all. It started working. I got very excited that I could actually do a good quality podcast for you guys live from CrimeCon, but it just didn't work. Didn't work out, but hey, you never know. What else is going on? I'm trying to think. So, hello from Oregon, Karen. How are you? Oh, thank you, Paige Matthews. I really appreciate that. Hi from the Oregon coast, Patty Smallwood. Hello from the Oregon coast. So yes, we are in Orlando, Florida, for CrimeCon, and it is great. It's exciting. It's fun. I was here. Well, I wasn't here. I was at CrimeCon last year for the first time in May of last year, and that was interesting. And so I kind of knew what to expect, but it's really huge. Last time it was in Las Vegas, which I also thought would be something, be a pretty big expo, but it's not at all. So I ended up, anyways, long story short, here we are at CrimeCon Orlando. Which, fun fact, I used to live in Orlando before I moved to California. So now I'm back. And I have not been back to Orlando since I moved from Orlando. So after a good 22 years, 20 years, something like that. Yeah, 20 years. Here I am. Once again. Hi, Collier. I'm fairly new to following your channel, and I love it. I really can relate to a lot of your life experiences from your neighbor down south in Costa Mesa. Hello, Costa Mesa. We love Costa Mesa. Yes. Tara is signing autographs, by the way. He's signing autographs. Anyways, yeah. So what can we catch up on? So I have gotten a lot of flack over my little live that I did about um, Russell Brand. A lot of people have engaged in they have engaged in some lively comments in the comments, which I know some of you have seen, and there is that has been interesting. My friend Andrew Gold, I've seen, has been catching a lot of it, and yes, I'm having a good time. Paige Matthews, thank you so much. So, but I guess I wanted to clarify on a couple things because there are people. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Don't mind them, and we'll all come out in the wash, as they say. Can I sign real fast? So I'm going to sign someone's CrimeCon thing. Here we go. This is like a first little signing here. What should I write? Should I just sign my just want my name? I'll do my name. I'm going to do a little. I had a brand new pen, and I let somebody use it, and now it's all smashed. This is why we can't have nice things. There we go. Look, I did a little heart over my name. I should have made that as the I. I should have dotted the I with a heart. But yeah, it was a brand new pen and the tip, and now the tip is all smashed. Which is why I'm just like, wow, that's why I don't lend things to people. This is why we cannot have nice things, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, anyways, what I was saying was, I discovered my friend Andrew Gold has been a lot. He's also talking about it. Like, he's put out like 20 videos or something about it. Um, but again, yeah, people are very angry. People are very quick to take sides in things, and that is the nature of true crime. And not that that's really a true crime thing, but more evidence has come out as we've seen. There's a woman who he exposed himself in a bathroom. He trapped her in a bathroom, and then he joked about it on air when he was working for the BBC. I believe it was the BBC, and he admitted to it on air. And she didn't even realize that this had come out in public until a couple of years ago, and she decided to come out and say something. There's proof. And he's like, I totally exposed myself to a woman in a bathroom, to a stranger at his location. So, a lot of people think that they can just behave like this and get away with it, and it sucks when it catches up to them. It sucks for them, but it more so sucks for the people that have had to live with these types of situations. So, I'm not here to be on a moral high ground, but I was talking to a gentleman today named Justin. Justin is the host of Generation Y, which is a tremendously successful, long running podcast, 11 years now. And it's a true crime podcast. It's absolutely fantastic. Tara and I are both on that podcast very soon. And he said it's really, really simple. Don't be an asshole. I would tend to agree with that. It's really, really simple. It's a really simple thing to just not be an asshole. It doesn't matter what your trauma is, what you've been through. There's no reason to treat people poorly. Um, just be a good person. It's not hard. It doesn't make you less of a person to treat people with respect and kindness. Don't be a pushover. But that's my thing. So to everyone that takes offense or that is, I understand it's very difficult when your heroes and your idols or people who you really like and admire are not the people that you think they are. But, you know, They're chastising a lot of the women that have come out, and again, people have lives and they have families and they've moved on with their lives, and so they don't always come out in public. People want to, well, who are these people? They need to come out in public. Well, no, because you're going to go. People who have cultivated such a following, such a cult-like following, send their flying monkeys off after people, and they start going after people. And look, Tara and I both have dealt with this a lot, and you know that's why people don't come out and talk about this. And people, when they can stay anonymous but have proof, and this will all come out. Uh, I'm sure it will come out in the courts. There's apparently investigations being opened up in Los Angeles as well because this happened, and one of these survivors had gone and taken an R test and has proof. Again, like I said, it's really hard for people to understand that when people do really bad things, for sure, and their bad behavior. Because and also something to think about too is that the majority of people in this world are good people and are honest people. So it's not like the world is a big, bad, scary place. I talk about this a lot on my podcast, as you guys know. But people not the world is not a bad place. Just because there's bad people in it doesn't mean that everyone is bad. In fact, the majority of everyone is good and they're honest and they tell the truth and they don't behave like this. So we need to really think. Oh yes, loving the T-shirt. Thank you. So this is the Marisol T-shirt. So for those of you who don't know, and I'm even giving out stickers here at CrimeCon, which I think I've teased on the show before. Marisol has her own stickers that she is. We also have Survivor Squad stickers as well. Giving these stickers out, of course, I made 1,000 of each of these, and Tara keeps giving them out to everyone.
I want everyone to subscribe.
Well, we're only a day in, and we're gonna run out of stickers.
I ran out of books.
You ran out of books, yes, but we weren't gonna cart around tons of books. Anyways, but we have Money Soul stickers that are out. I'm giving those out as well, and it's been a lot of fun. Paige Matthews says, "Great minds think alike." I'm unfortunately part of the Me Too group also, and I really appreciate your stance on this issue. Yeah, it's not unfortunate that you're part of that. It's great that you're standing up for that. I mean, look, as I said in the live the other day, it's odd that we went from this like believe all women, which is not good either, because there are people like everything has its good and bad parts, right? And something that's so it was so impactful in our society, the Me Too movement, right? So impactful, and that people felt empowered. And if you guys have listened to, and there's an episode of Survivor Squad that we did about a month ago. The woman's name is Sarah Klein. She's a survivor of Dr. Larry Nassar. For those of you know who he is, he's a bad dude. Bad guy. Everyone agrees with that. Unilaterally, everyone agrees this is a bad person. He's incarcerated, as he should be. I think he got 200 years or something like that. But she talks about her experience, and one of the things that she talks about in that episode is as survivors and people were giving victim impact statements at his trial, at his sentencing, or before his sentencing, they it was one person and another person, and then all these women kept seeing these other women come out and come forward and come to give their victim's impact statement. Instead of it being like a day, it was like 7 days long of the courtroom being filled every day with survivors of him coming in and reading their victim impact statement. It was really, really powerful. So things like that are very important with the Me Too movement. And it's great. I mean, me too. Right? Yeah, that happened to me too. Me too, right? And yes, of course, people abuse that. It's something interesting that gets a lot of talk on media organizations, and it comes under a lot of scrutiny, and very, very fairly so, I feel, in a lot of ways. But it's no cash bail. A lot of states have implemented this. Los Angeles has a no cash bail type thing, initiative, and a lot of people argue it's flooded, the streets with criminals. I mean, one of the problems with someone who lives in Los Angeles is yes, that is a problem, right? Because essentially, in my understanding, not a legal scholar, this guy has been through a lot of shit, but I talk about these things. But no cash bail allows people who can't afford. So if you're awaiting trial and you're being held, but because you can't pay your bail, right? Let's say you're up for a burglary charge, just probably a $50,000 bail, so it's $5,000, 10% to get bailed out. If they even if the bail bondsman will even bail you out with that, right? Sometimes they won't bail you out because it's not worth it to them to pay the 10% because if they lose 2 grand, like they're going to be upset, and your initiative might not be to show up to court, so they get in trouble, right? So people were being held in custody for 6 months, a year, awaiting trial because obviously courts are backed up because of COVID and everything. So they initiated this no cash bail. So people who are awaiting trial are not sitting rotting in the jails, and people and taxpayers aren't paying for them. Problem is the criminals use this as a loophole so then they don't arrest criminals or because they know they'll just be out on the streets again. But does that mean that that's not a good thing for the people who it's really helped, who don't have to sit in jail, who have families that depend on them, and while they're awaiting trial, they're released? You know what I mean? So I feel like even though totally different, the Me Too movement, for all these people that are saying, "Oh, it's being exploited," yes, there are people that are going to exploit things. It just happens. There are bad people in the world, but the majority of people that are telling this are being honest and are saying, "This really happened to me," or "This really affected me," and this was done to me. Or you want to believe them because that's the truth. I'm not trying to sound altruistic about it, but it's I know these things come under a lot of scrutiny, right? We've seen it happen with all kinds of movements in this country and around the world, and it's you know it does more good than harm, And what is your intention? Is your intention to do more good than harm? And they have coffee across the way. It's called Criminal Coffee Company, and now I understand why they're lying because they closed the Starbucks outside. So people are here trying to get coffee. I'm like, I want some coffee. Let's see that. Anyways, there's lots of comments here. All right, let's see. Mofos, but not in this RB case. Yes, not in this RB case, meaning. Oh, and then the people are making it up and abusing the system. Yeah, they're not doing that. You have to understand too that a lot of people that were involved in this, like, are people that work in the entertainment industry. And as more and more of this comes out, there are people that are saying, like, we knew that he was doing this behavior, which this also calls into question these organizations that empower these people, right? So you have, like, most famously, Fox News did this with, why is his name? Russell Crowe played him. Loudest man in the room, loudest voice in the room, which is a fantastic show, by the way. It was on Showtime. God, what is his name? I can't even remember. Why am I? Roger Ailes. Jesus. Jeez. Roger Ailes. That was Roger Ailes was doing this type of behavior. So, and this was obviously right at the beginning of the Me Too movement. Really started. The people like Megyn Kelly came out and were like, "Yeah, this guy's a creep." Bravely and careers are sacrificed. So again, in the entertainment business, especially, it's such a small world, and that people who are afraid to come forward because they want to lose their jobs, and they have families and lives and livelihoods, and it just sucks. Hey, Coffee Buzz, and there's coffee around the way. Like, come on, let's do it. I'm trying to read your comments. I meant unfortunately because I was victimized as well. No, absolutely, Stacey, and I'm really sorry to hear that. And I'm glad that you, yeah, I didn't mean to take that in a way. It led me off onto a total other tangent, and I apologize. Collier, good to see you live from the convention. I'm new to your channel, and I'm very impressed with your honesty and introspection. Thank you so much. You are doing a great service to all who watch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Just in love with your shirt. So you can buy the shirt on my store, which there should be a link underneath this video somewhere where you get the shirt. I guess I probably could have linked it somehow here in the thing because it said link products. I guess I could have totally done that. I just totally forgot I had it on. Thank you so much, Cutter McGee. Cutter McGee. With regard to DV, alive today because of availability to flee to a safe place. Yes, with people believing in my experiences, testimony, service provides this. This did not require police statements, lawyers, etc. Yeah, just getting yourself out and getting yourself safe, and that's the thing that Tara and I have a lot of issues with. You know, a lot of people are very quick to say things like, "Well, why don't you just leave?" As if it's safe, as if it's a safe situation. I see that. It's for a quilt. It's for a quilt. I'm going to sign this really fast. Okay. I signed it. Look at that. This is for the True Crime Quilt. True Crime Quilt. There we go. Does that work? Oh, I have to do it twice. Let me see what it looked like. What did I do? Okay, cool. Oh, does it need to be at an angle like she did it? I'll do it like that. Tara had to do it crooked. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back with you. I promise. Signing autographs is a new thing for me. Ooh, wow. Look how fancy. Look how fancy that was. Yeah, all right. I love this. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kathleen Welsh, for supporting. For supporting. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Stacy. No, nobody should. I say, anyways, what I was talking about was so a lot of things that Tara and I talk about with people, which is like the most like heartbreaking thing, right? Is that people will often chastise women for, oh, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? Just get out. As if like the society in general is just like, hey, women, come on, we'll come take care of you. Oh, bring your children. Like, oh, we'll support you against the bad man. Like that just like that's doesn't exist, unfortunately, outside of like small organizations that are to help people, right? So I think that a lot of that. Hi. I think that a lot of that, we got to be really careful with that. It's not easy for people to leave. So, anyways, my point in saying this was Stacy, I believe, right? Stacy Stewart. Yeah, Stacy Stewart. Kudos to you to getting help and reaching out to people and getting out of your situation. It's not easy. It's not easy for a lot of people. It's not a situation. A lot of people ask me why my mother didn't leave my father or didn't get out or she was afraid of her life. I don't think that my mother actually believed that my father was going to kill her. I don't. I think that she jokes about it. I don't think she actually thought that. I think if she actually thought that we were in danger, she would have done something more. I don't think that she. I don't really think that she thought that he was going to do what he did. Um, Even though she jokes about it. I think about this a lot. That's not a good angle. I'll do this. I think about this a lot because I think about like not like I mean that I think about what you bring your thoughts to, right, and what you do as far as where you put your intentions out in the world, and you don't want to bring anything on. I used to think about like used to ride motorcycles all the time, quite a bit. Miss it like you have no idea. But I used to think about like, oh, what if I got into a wreck, or what if I did this? And you got to be logical, and you got to think about you're taking your life into your hands. But I would always wear all the safety gear and be as safe as I can, right? And I remember thinking, like saying to myself, like, okay, let's not think those thoughts in your head because you don't want to manifest that, right? You don't want to bring that in. So I don't think that somebody actually thinks that their spouse would do that unless they listen to a lot of true crime podcasts. But I don't think anybody really goes into it and starts thinking that like something's going to happen like that. So I don't know. Have I been on for 31 minutes? Wow, 31 minutes. Here I was just going to like test this and see if it works. Put the AirPods in. How does it sound, by the way, guys? I hope it happened. It didn't happen with a significant other. It was my employer. So it was a workplace situation. That's terrible. What's that?
I want to go.
You want to go?
I want to go.
Okay, let's go. Anyways, all right, guys. I'm going to take off. I love all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will talk to you guys soon. You'll see more from CrimeCon tomorrow. All right. Bye.